Okay, now these you squeeze them in like that. You want the juice. See how the juice is filling it up. You don't want any space. You can do them like this, like that if you want, but then it's hard to fill the space. Brine, and that will fill up the space. Dipping the tomatoes? Did you film? Okay, I'm just doing it to the tops. Yeah. Give it some.
Today we're at our demonstration farm. This is a cooperative program with the Dale's office to try and help him have a facility to train local farmers and to try out new ideas for the province. And today we're working on canning. The idea behind all of the projects that we do is to use a train the trainer philosophy where green suitors train local nationals on how to do a project, and then local nationals go out and spread that information to farmers in the area, so that it's not green suitors walking into a village assisting them, it's their own government helping them.
Well, what's the end goal for this?
The end goal really is to allow us to be able to leave the country and be able to leave the country knowing that their food security situation is in a lot better condition than when we got here. One of the biggest draws for a local national to join the Taliban, put on a suicide vest or anything like that is because he doesn't feel that he has a future. And if we can help provide them with better food security so that he sees next year I'm going to be able to feed my family, the year after that I'm going to be able to feed my family, then the draw of going against the government of Afghanistan significantly decreases.
All right, and how do the interns help out here for you?
The interns provide pretty much an invaluable role in that process. They are all students of agriculture. They've graduated from local universities, so they already have a wealth of knowledge about Afghanistan's agriculture before we get here, and they really teach us just as much as we teach them. But they also allow us to go into places that we can't go to for security purposes. There are some villages in Laghman province that green suitors just haven't been to, and because we haven't been there before, we as an ADT aren't allowed to go in there, but our interns can go in there and teach new subjects and teach progressive farming techniques, so they really are a combat multiplier for us. Without them, we would be significantly behind the power curve as far as what we are able to do in the province.
All right, excellent. You guys are going today?
Today we went to the R&D farm. We have some interns there that act much like our extensionists are at home, and we were training them to do some activities, some canning for vegetables, making pickles, so that they could go to different district centers and teach women how to can and pickle. The best end result that we could have is to create in the district centers in Laghman province what we call a community kitchen, and we'd be able to have equipment there for them to come in. They could bring their vegetables, any kind of recipe, garlic, whatever they wanted to put in their vegetables, and their cans, their jars, and then they could use all the equipment. The equipment would be there for them. so that they would have a way of maintaining these vegetables, pickles, what have you, whatever they wanted to work with throughout the year, because they have a problem keeping things. There's no refrigerators here, and so they don't have a means really of keeping things long term. So that's the best end result that we would really hope to see happen here in Laghman province.
All right. And today I saw that they were making a video. What exactly was the video about?
The interns were making a video to help them teach. They can send the video out to different provinces or to different district centers and use that as a teaching tool. They can also go back and, you know, get notes from it, correct things, but it's really a teaching tool, either to send to somebody or to, when they go and teach, to be kind of a video for the class to watch, and then they can accentuate the class with the video. But here what we're doing is we're utilizing the vegetables that they got from their greenhouse that they raised and showing them a method of keeping those vegetables, because you know, you have a garden and you have more food than you can eat, right? Because it produces so much more than one person or a few people can eat. So this is one way of continuing your food process throughout the year by means of your own greenhouse. Right.
Go into that,
there's a process. When you do canning, you have to have a pH level within a food to be able to keep that on a shelf. Otherwise, botulism, you know, it makes you very sick. It can kill you. So a tomato has a high, the acidity is usually high enough, but it's right on the line of whether it's high enough acidity or not. So by putting the lemon juice in it, it raises that, and then it's going to be safe. And then also, you check the jar, you look around, and you make sure there's no air pockets in there, because then bacteria grows in those air pockets. So you have to really be careful that you're with the tomatoes. That's why we're squishing the tomatoes down and turning them and making sure there wasn't any air pockets, so the bacteria would breed in there and cause problems.